Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Fresh set it down for the offense. First down. Hooks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
There's a challenging 3rd and 8 now in this opening possession. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He fires it. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Good for a first down at the 35.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
The Noles with 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. And they stop it, but not before an explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Seminoles. Made the defense look slow that time. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kirk.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to their reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Ball handed off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Oh, and it's almost intercepted on the first possession here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He'll take a deep shot here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. Well, now it's 3rd down.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against a deep ball in man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Contact as he threw it. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And the defense able to hold it there to a short gain. And the Noles hustle to the line to run the hurry up. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Seminoles will look to convert here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a time. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And the Seminoles pick up enough yardage for a first down. quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
The Noles will line up here on first down and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Boston College offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So it's second down and long here from the 13. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle made on the play, the 29-yard line.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
They'll hand it off. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so second and 3.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. They're set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The back's got it. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Here's the second down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. On the ground, trying for the first down with a tight end. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
So the BC offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback's got it on the option. And out for the first. He's got room looking for the end zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles.
What an extra dimension to this offense when you can pull a quarterback design run and not just pick up 5 or 6 yards, but a big gain and a touchdown. This guy is special.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if we give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. They'll run the option. Quarterback keeps the football.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Fighting off the defender. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Here's the option play. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Send the back in motion. They're going to run the option. He's finally tackled out the 2-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense facing second and goal. We'll try to run it with the option. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. And the Knowles hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They'll try the option play here. Oh, the ball comes loose. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
And that one's straight down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Boston College offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Heads out of bounds is a short gain on the play. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he will make the 1st down. Tackled at the 26.
He's tackled at the 26. And that's a 1st down.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. Boston College getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Keeping it on the ground here. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
This Boston College offense is quickly moving down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Caught over the middle. It's Thorne. Breaking free at the 35. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Boston College now operating in the red zone. Will hand it off. Powerful running into the secondary. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Give it to the back again.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Boston College lines up 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
Being on the first play moves it to the 43. It'll be first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
And we're going to throw now on first down. Looking right, this one caught. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. It's an option look. Quarterback still with the football. He'll pitch it. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. He connected with his first attempt. This one is from 37 yards out. This one is right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. So the BC offense is back out on the field now. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Went backwards on first down, so it's second and long here from the 10. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. On first down, it's play action. Pressure is coming. Hit just as he throws the ball. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. The offense really clicking here. First and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. It'll be a 24-yard attempt. Should be automatic. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick this deep to begin the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The Boston College offense back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackle made after the completion. That's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this is exactly what the defense talked about at halftime, coming up with a stop to start this second half. Now they've done that on this third down. We'll see what happens with the decision on fourth down, but the defense looks at a very different kind of energy to start the second half.
Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession they settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Florida State.
First down here for this offense. And the single back takes the handoff.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And tackled after a small pickup there. The Noles come to the line in the hurry up. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. They'll try a pass here. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So the BC offense is back out on the field now. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And the quarterback dropping back. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. And look at this. The fullback getting involved in the passing game. You don't see that too often these days.
How about the big fella? The good news is this guy has pretty good hands, and we saw it right there on full display.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Looks like Boston College will have the first down. Boston College getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Here's the handoff. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
This Boston College offense is quickly moving down the field. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Powers through the tackle. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
An empty backfield on 2nd and short. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking to pass this time. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Looks like Boston College will have the first down.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The shotgun handoff here. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Now play number 9 on this drive. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Boy, this quarterback has a lot of confidence in his arm. He tried to thread the needle into double coverage. Lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Returner decides to fair catch this. Comes the Florida State offense on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And that one's picked off. What a play. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
The Eagles offense lines up 1st and goal now. And there's the handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Second and goal for the offense. Takes the handoff again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position, but here's 3rd and goal. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Boy, it's 3rd and goal, Chris, and they decide to throw for it. Nowhere to go with the football. The defense comes up with this big sack. And as an offensive coordinator, I don't think it's a bad call at all, but you got to put more pressure on this quarterback to make quicker decisions to get the ball out of his hands much quicker.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it's good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And the Noles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Here's the option play. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense. But they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
A gain sets up a third down play. They're going to run the option. And the quarterback keeps it here. That'll pick up a first down out of the 37.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42.
The old toss play, Chris, as you know, this used to be really a popular play in college football when teams ran this out of the I formation. Now in college football, you see them running out of pretty much any formation. But the key still is being able to seal the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle, to allow the back to get to the corner.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. They'll try the option play here. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
You know, even though these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
It's an option look. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The game makes it second and medium. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, what I love here is just a vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. They'll run the option. Fighting off the tackler. And is going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Seminoles looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Pitch play to the back. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Second down and goal. Here's the option play. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
QB just ran out of options. He decides to take matters into his own hands and takes off on that scramble. I thought he might come close to getting into the end zone. Comes up just a little bit short.
This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal. And this offense is down. Needs this. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown. Knowles.
Now this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
Backs through the extra point. We are dead even here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Boston College offense back out on the field. Remember, it was a field goal in the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And now the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. And the wideout goes in motion. That's a design quarterback keeper. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there and brings up 4th down now.
It's a good job by the defense here on this 3rd down. And now it's going to bring up a big 4th down play and a decision here for the head coach.
Punt team ready to boot it away. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. And the clock has stopped here as we reach the final 2 minutes of play. The game makes it 2nd and medium. They're going to run the option. QB decides to keep it here. He'll toss it to the back. Breaking free at midfield. Brought down after a big gain in the first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back, found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down. Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
So a crucial third down play. To try a field goal from here would be 53 yards. We'll try to run it with the option. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And a timeout is called late in this tie game. Crucial choices coming up. Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards down.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
And that's a huge gain and a first down.
Boston College getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Desperation pass falls incomplete. Now we're headed to overtime. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to chuck it again. Short throw complete to the tight end. And he's tackled after the catch.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run. So here we go. The offense has first and goal here in overtime. First and goal, handoff. Defense expecting run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Into the end zone to take the lead here in OT.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a third or a fourth later today.
An interesting gamble here early in overtime. They're set up for a 2-point conversion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he gets in there to convert the 2-point try. Very aggressive play call. Gives him an 8-point lead in OT. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's escaping the pocket now. He called his own number, and the freshman QB keeps this drive moving.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out on the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense slowing him down.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
So a challenging third down play. They need a first down or a touchdown to keep this game going. On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there, and now it's a fourth down call.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
So here we have a challenging fourth down play with the game on the line. Defense gets a stop, and it's game over. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
So now it's first and goal. They have to punch it in here to keep this game going. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Back in motion now. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And now it's third and goal. They've got just 2 plays left to try to punch it in here. They'll try the option play here. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Now they'll set up for a 2-point try to try to force another overtime.
with the carry.
Well, when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
And now the defense will spend a timeout to get everybody on the same page before this important play. Kicker on the sidelines. They'll go for 2 points here, trying to tie the score. Now the offense will spend the timeout here. No room for mental errors here in overtime. The offense still out there. They'll set up to go for 2 here, trying to tie the game.
Let's go.
And the back now goes in motion. He'll pitch it. And he runs it into the end zone. That conversion will tie up this game. So we're still tied now, heading into the first play of double overtime. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. They've been very efficient. 3 for 4 on 4th down. Now they're going for it again. It's an option look. He shreds the tackle. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
So the offense has a 1st and goal now here in the 2nd overtime. Quarterback's got it on the option. They finally corral him at the 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. They'll run the option. In for a touchdown to claim the lead in double overtime. And now a 2-point try coming up. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. You saw that exactly on this score right here.
So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Gives it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating
the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Second down after that previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's awesome. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT. Or you go for two and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for two right here.
Empty set as they try for the two-point conversion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he runs it in to put them up by a point. What a special year and a moment these players will never forget. After all they put into this, they can now call themselves champions of the ACC. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out where the